Hi, my name is Phil Anderson and I'm running for United States Senate to represent Wisconsin. I posted on social media today about a word that my favorite presidential candidate, Gary Johnson, former governor of New Mexico, used to describe Donald Trump. And I have a question for you. Do you think it's too much to ask that our candidates, and especially those who get elected to be president of the United States, our senators, our representatives in government, is it too much to ask that they be ladies and gentlemen? I don't mean ladies and gentlemen in some sort of archaic term that's sort of structured, fanciful, overly regulatory sort of thing. But what I mean by ladies and gentlemen is people that are discreet, people that are respectful of the fact that the words that they use may not just offend the person that they're using them about, but may offend the listener as well. I think that that's not too much to ask. I expect that. Maybe I'm naive, but I expect that out of people that are running for president, for Congress, even for local offices. That they have an understanding, that they have the mindset, the intellect, the maturity to understand that words that they use may offend people. And that they should also understand that great, able minds, people that are able to articulate well, that put their ideas together ahead of time and don't just blurt them out, people that we want, that have those characteristics that we want representing us in government and to other countries, that they should not have to resort to such language, that they can be as fully descriptive and insulting if they choose to be, without resorting to words and terms that are potentially offensive. That's my hope, and for me, that's my expectation. I'm not one to be overly puritanical about a dirty joke. Those of you who know me know that that's not necessarily true, but that would only occur with people with whom I'm familiar. I wouldn't do that in a situation where I think I might offend somebody. It would be an understanding in a private group. However, when you're on a debate stage or being interviewed by the media, that's different. You're expecting that message, those words, to be broadcast. You're actually hoping that they'll be broadcast to people all over the country to further your message. And I think that the unfortunate thing is that a guy like Gary Johnson, who I respect greatly, and I don't want this video to be construed otherwise. I have a great respect for him. I'm planning on voting for him. But that somebody like him I would expect to be above using that sort of language. If he wanted to call Donald Trump something, there's a million things, euphemisms or secret, interesting, discreet ways of describing this man, even using the word clown, which I think might be the most appropriate of all. But regardless, there are very clever ways to insult people should you want to do that, and different ways to describe different ways that they're expressing themselves or their characteristics, political or personal. But you shouldn't have to resort to using those sorts of words, which I will not mention here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I expect, and I would hope that you expect, that your representatives, that your candidates, that the people are talking to you through the media, etc., that they be ladies and gentlemen as well. That's my hope. That's my expectation. That's the best way forward to respecting people, to respecting their privacy, respecting their dignity, and respecting the relationships that we all have in a free market and a free society. Thanks, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.